Welcome again, everyone, for our second episode of Seat in the Bus Tour Series by Skyline. This time, I want you to close your eyes for just a moment and take a deep breath. Imagine the scent of warm earth, the distant melodic call of a flute on the evening breeze, and the feeling of a sun that has shone down on pharaohs, queens, and desert wanderers for millennia. You are about to embark on a grand expedition, a journey we call Seat in the Bus, though the vehicle is merely your vessel through time. Over the course of this sweeping itinerary, you will trace the grand narrative of Egypt. This is not simply a vacation, it's a pilgrimage through the whispering sands, down the eternal river, and into the azure embrace of the sea. Settle in, let the modern world fade away, and allow the ancient landscapes to speak to you. We divide this tour into different parts. So our part one is going to be the Desert Odyssey. Day one, our journey begins not with the Nile, but with the desert, a vast whispering sea of sand that cradles secrets older than memory itself. Leaving behind the bustling streets of Cairo, we drive west, venturing into the golden heart of the Western Desert. Our first sanctuary is the Bahariya Oasis, where you will spend one night surrounded by lush palm groves that spring miraculously from the arid earth. Here, thermal springs bubble to the surface, and the landscape is defined by the striking volcanic hills of the Black Desert. Imagine standing atop of a dune, the wind gently lifting the sand as you gaze across a lunar expanse of dark, dolerite peaks that look like the slumbering embers of an ancient fire. Tonight, we sleep in a traditional hotel in the desert, next to a spring. It would be a wonderful beginning of our desert adventure. On day two, as we journey further south, we arrive to Farafra for another night of profound tranquility. It's here that you will encounter the White Desert, a surreal and hauntingly beautiful expanse. The wind and sand have carved massive, blindingly white chalk rock formations that rise from the desert floor like giant mushrooms, sleeping falcons and mythical beasts. Just at sunset time, we have a classical music show that would really put shivers down your spine. And as night falls, the true magic of the desert is revealed. The silence here is absolute, an acoustic purity that allows you to hear the beating of your own heart. Above, the sky explodes in a canopy of stars so bright and numerous they look like crushed diamonds scattered across black velvet. On day three, we move deeper into antiquity. We reach the Dakhla Oasis. We pause here for a night, a walk through this beautiful covered alleyways of Al-Qasr, this medieval Islamic town, which is built entirely of mud brick, its heavy wooden doors carved with intricate script. As you brush your hand against the cool earthen walls, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient merchants and travelers who sought refuge here along the great caravan routes. While on day four, on our final desert night, it brings us to the Kharga Oasis, the largest of the southern oases. Here, history shifts its weight. We stand before the Temple of Hebes, the only major monument in Egypt dating from the Persian period, built by Darius I. Its sandstone columns rise definitely against the desert winds, dedicated to the Theban triad of Amun, Mut, and Khonsu. And nearby, the hauntingly beautiful necropolis of Al-Bagawat awaits, the ancient Christian cemetery with its hundreds of domes, mud brick chapels, which paints a vivid picture of early Christian life. The walls of its tombs adorned with vibrant frescoes depicting biblical tales. The Desert Odyssey leaves you humbled, a silent witness to the resilience of humanity in the face of the vast, indifferent sand. Then, on day five, we start part two of our adventure, the Aswan Sanctuary, we call it. Because on that day, from the stark majesty of the desert, we cross over to the lifeblood of Egypt, the shimmering sapphire ribbon of the Nile. Passing briefly through the agricultural richness of the agricultural road. As we leave the desert behind us, we travel south until we reach the granite threshold of Aswan. For 2 glorious nights, you will absorb the distinctive sun-drenched atmosphere of this ancient frontier town. On day 6, in the early morning, we drive to the 8th wonder of the world, the great temples of Abu Simbel. In the afternoon, we enjoy Aswan, which is a place of vivid contrasts. The golden sandy hills crash directly into the deep, turbulent blue of the river, punctuated by massive, smooth boulders of black granite. Here, we cross the water to the island of Angelica to witness the breathtaking temple of Philae, dedicated to Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood. This Ptolemaic temple is an architectural masterpiece. It was meticulously rescued from the rising waters of the Nile and moved stone by stone to its current island home. As you walk through its elegant colonnades, the sunlight dappling the intricately carved reliefs, you will learn the last practitioners of the ancient Egyptian religion who kept the old gods alive here well into the Roman era. The air in Aswan is fragrant with hibiscus and spices, and the warmth of the Nubian people will wrap around you. On our part 3 of our adventure, we do the Nile sailing, because on day 7, we surrendered to the rhythm of the river. As you step aboard the traditional Felucca, you're floating home for the next 3 nights. There are no engines here, no modern haste, only the massive triangular white canvas sail catching the gentle northern breeze, and the sound of the water softly lapping against the wooden hull. This is the ultimate romantic escape, a chance to float through history just as the pharaohs and ancient merchants did. As we drift northward, the riverbanks unfold like a living tapestry. You will see farmers tending fields of emerald green sugarcane, water buffalo, cooling themselves in the shallows, the children waving from the mudbrick villages. Each evening, you will watch the sun dip below the palm-fringed horizon, setting the sky ablaze in hues of bruised purple, burning orange, and soft rose. On day 8, our silent journey carries us to the shores of Kom Ombo, where a magnificent temple stands in absolute symmetry right upon the river bank. This dual temple is unique in all of Egypt, dedicated to 2 opposing deities, the crocodile god Sobek, harbinger of the Nile floods, and Horus the Elder, the falcon-headed god of the morning sun. You will wander through its pillared halls and see perfectly preserved reliefs of ancient surgical instruments, a testament to the advanced medical knowledge of the Ptolemaic and Roman eras. We will sleep tonight ashore one of the many islands of the river Nile that has not changed almost from 4,000 years ago. Day 9, we continue sailing for the whole day, enjoying the beautiful serenity of the river, and we watch farmers' life as it has been for the past 5,000 years. And on day 10, we just continue our sail as the wind pushes us gently to Edfu, and here we leave our beloved Felucca behind to stand before the most completely preserved temple in the ancient world, the Temple of Horus. Its massive sandstone pylons dominate the skyline. Walking through the towering gateway, flanked by colossal black granite statues of the falcon god Horus, you will enter a realm of shadows and light. The walls sing with the epic mythological battle between Horus and his treacherous uncle Seth. It's a place of profound architectural power, where the sacred aroma of ancient incense seems to still cling to the blackened ceilings of the inner sanctum. From Edfu, we make our way to Esna by coach, an ancient town sitting upon layers of history. We descend below the modern street level to enter the temple of Khnum, the ram-headed creator god who molded mankind on a potter's wheel. Though only the Roman-era hypostyle hall remains, its soaring columns are crowned with incredibly diverse floral capitals, and its ceiling preserves a breathtakingly complex zodiac, charting the heavens as the ancients saw them. With our spirits enriched by the river, we journey to Luxor, the ancient city of Thebes, where we will spend 2 awe-inspiring nights. If the desert was a whisper and the Nile a gentle song, Luxor is a grand triumphant symphony. We arrive to Luxor by evening. The elegant Luxor temple awaits. beautifully illuminated against the night sky, its seated colossi and towering obelisk guarding the avenue of sphinxes. In our part 4, which we call the Echoes of Thebes, we start on day 11 on the east bank as we walk amidst the forest of stone that is Karnak Temple, constructed over 2,000 years by generations of pharaohs. It's a dizzying complex of obelisks, sanctuaries, and the breathtaking Great Hypostyle Hall. Imagine walking through a grove of 134 massive columns, soaring high into the sky, their surfaces deeply etched with the martial triumphs of Ramses the Great. Then, crossing to the West Bank, as we enter the realm of the afterlife. The air is still and heavy with reverence as we wind our way into the Valley of the Kings, hidden beneath the shadow of a natural pyramid-shaped mountain. This arid wadi conceals the rock-cut tombs of the New Kingdom pharaohs, including the famous King Tutankhamun and Ramses II and many more. Descending into the earth, you will be surrounded by colors so vibrant, they look as though they were painted yesterday. The walls are covered in the intricate spells of the Book of the Dead and the Amduat, designed to guide the sovereign safely through the perilous hours of the night to be reborn with the dawn. We also visit the temple of Queen Hatshepsut and the Colossi of Memnon. Finally, on our part 5 of this great escape, we are in the Red Sea. As on day 12, after days filled with glorious weight of history, our journey turns eastward, crossing the rugged, jagged peaks of the eastern desert to reach the radiant shores of the Red Sea. Here, in Hurghada, you will spend 3 days in blissful, unbroken repose. The contrast is magnificent. The golden sands of antiquity give way to powdery white beaches, and the heavy stone of temples is replaced by the buoyant, crystal-clear turquoise waters of the sea. This is a time to let the mind rest and the body rejuvenate. The Red Sea is a living kaleidoscope. Just beneath its gentle, warm surface lies a thriving ecosystem of vibrant coral reefs, darting clownfish, and graceful rays. Whether you choose to float weightlessly in the salty water, walk barefoot along the shoreline as the tide rolls in, or simply recline under a parasol with the gentle sea breeze on your skin, you will find perfect peace. It's an idyllic, sun-drenched finale, allowing the profound experiences of the past weeks to settle softly into your memory. We spend the days on the beach, on scuba diving trips. Finally, our conclusion, the eternal return, as on day 15, as our expedition comes to a close and we make our way back to the bustling metropolis of Cairo. Take a moment to reflect on the tapestry we have woven together. You have touched the dawn of civilization in the silent, star-draped oasis of the Western Desert. You have traced the lifeblood of the Nile on the wooden deck of a Felucca, feeling the same wind that guided the ancients. You have stood small before the monumental pride of Thebes, and you have washed away the desert's dust in the crystalline brass of the Red Sea. Seat on a bus is not merely a passage through geography, it's a voyage through the very soul of human history. The stones will remain, the river will flow, and the sun will continue to rise over the Saharan dunes, but you will return home transformed, carrying the light, the silence, and the eternal majesty of Egypt within you. Until we travel together again, may the wind always fill your sails, and may the sands of time be kind to your journey. Thank you.